EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona, where the sound of the big red siren signals it is time for football. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Arizona Cardinals. Here's the former Auburn kicker, Daniel Carlson, to get this one started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. Leading them out is their rookie quarterback, the young man out of Miami.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice, because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
It's a gain of a yard. And the Cardinals first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Off the play fake. Beck. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
2nd and 10. Off play action. Beck. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies will try and force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. Back deep, the former All-Pro Tyler Lockett. This is taken at the 15. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 31 yards there and a 1st down.
As always, no rooting interest here, but that was pretty, wasn't it, to see him break through and then pick up his stride.
Yeah, the guy carrying the ball loves it. I think the O-line, they might like and take more satisfaction out of those runs than anybody else, though, right?
Without a doubt.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So a nice bounce back there defensively after giving up the big play.
Yeah, you can either get down on yourself or you can get motivated. And that time, they dropped him for a loss. So I would say that they got motivated and made the play.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Open man is Tucker.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Out of bounds across midfield at the
3rd and 12.
Three yards on the keeper, and it's 4th down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt.
Greg George deep for Arizona.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Well, the Cardinals offense headed back out onto the field, and this, the first of 8 games this year in the new NFL rivalry series. We'll see the AFC East and the NFC West this year, with 2 new divisions to be highlighted in each of the next 3 seasons. As for the Cardinals, they're wearing their built-to-last jerseys, pretty sharp, with the sandy, rocky texture that reflects the geography here in the Grand Canyon State.
They'll start by running the option to the right. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8.
Back to throw. Beck got his man complete over the middle. That's Harrison. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it'll be 3rd down.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Cardinals first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team, because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
That's another Cardinals first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 46.
Now the veteran workhorse. Here's James Conner.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap, because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
They'll stay on the ground with Conner again. Past the 20. And he'll wind up taking this all the way down to the Raiders' 14-yard line. 31 yards there and a first down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
On 1st and 10 is counter. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense, and they were there to help force the incompletion.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Beck. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the first down marker. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it, but it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop it before he could get to the marker.
So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
So after the field goal, Riley back out as he'll send this one away. Well, now how about this return? And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. He gets it to Thomas. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give them 12 yards that time at a Las Vegas first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now he's going to step up and run. They'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
The run straight ahead with Genty. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. The completion on 1st didn't get much, and now the run on 2nd doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down on his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
On 3rd down, here's Genty. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
4th down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. Carlson able to put this one through, and that will tie us at 3-3.
So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Throwing to start the drive. Beck. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up second down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Running out of the gun here with Benson.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
From the gun on 3rd down. Beck out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Now Mendoza throwing to start the drive. That's caught by Tucker. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider 1st.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Back to throw. Mendoza. His throw incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll look to throw again. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down.
It's Zaven Collins who got in there to get the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. Dances by him. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
They'll start on the ground with Benson.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
And the Cardinals, 1st down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Beck.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Beck. Pressure comes, and down he goes.
Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack.
Well, you just knew that these rushers were eager to do that today. Put him on the ground. Their plan, introduce themselves individually to this rookie quarterback. They set a load a big way there with a loss of double-digit yards on that sack.
Here's Blake Gillikin now.
Formation for the Cardinals.
He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. Returnable for Lockett. A good return there, 17 yards.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. Las Vegas' offense back out there, ready to go.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun, Mendoza. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Bowers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Garrett Williams, the one who was there on the coverage.
Well, their first 2 drives only yielded 3 points. They might be thinking it's time to make something happen. Push the ball downfield and try and gain some points that way. Unfortunately, incomplete.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Vegas. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
A last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
Looking to put a drive together.
He'll start the drive with a give to counter.
And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going.
Looking right side, and it's intercepted.
And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. A run out of the gun with Genty.
And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Now 2nd and 9. They'll go again with Genty.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Mendoza. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
First and goal, Raiders.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A good run of 6 yards there gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up. He'll try again, but he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he won't get to the line of scrimmage as they push him back to the 2. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
And now third and goal coming up, the loss on second down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. They'll try and set up the screen to Genty. Touchdown, Raiders! Ashton Genty, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders have taken the lead.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field. Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position, daunting for a defense.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now.
Cardinals 3.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they're going to have terrific field position as they finally get to him, but just shy of the midfield stripe. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Zone read. Here's Benson.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
19 yards.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And room there to work it inside the 25. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
Shotgun snap and a give to Benson.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Trey Benson,
24 yards.
and the Cardinals are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Chad Ryland now to add the PAT.
And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece.
That ties the game at 10.
5 plays there on that drive. And the finishing touch was that nice long run into the end zone. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
A give out of the gun to Genty.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46.
Offside, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
That's Zaven Collins into the backfield with ease and making the stick.
All tied up at 10, 2 minutes left in the first half.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Up the middle, it's Genty.
Oh, eluding the tackle. And now the rookie's free.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Ashton Genty with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Raiders have taken the lead.
Well, that's a good-looking rookie right there. I love how he let the play set up and then showed that explosiveness that I saw on tape in college. Remember I showed you the clip of what he was doing and setting up blocks, and then he would just go? We saw it on that play right there. That one was fun to watch.
Carlson now to add the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17 to 10.
Raiders 17.
Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And the last play, a really nice run that culminated in the touchdown. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Cardinal offense takes back over. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
Incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw. Beck. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. Beck. And the Raiders have got him. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Blake Gillikin on to punt here as he'll send this one away.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
The Raiders offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big hole after big hole to run through in this first half. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone, because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion left.
And he'll get it here on the touch pass.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
That is caught. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Raider first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. He hits his target, Lockett. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
A gain of 26 yards. And the Raider first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
A little juke. And taking it
it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This from 32 yards away. The kick by Carlson is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Daniel Carlson.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
A final shot before break. Beck looking downfield for Jones. And a flag comes out as that is batted down and incomplete.
That's interference.
But I think there was early contact. Let's check the call. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one unless there's another defensive penalty.
And his kick is indeed good. And that will do it for this first half.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. And we'll see which team's adjustments are going to pay dividends here as we are just about ready for the start of the second half. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Raider offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And he powers his way up past the 30. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
On the give, Genty. And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
3rd and 2.
Operating from the gun, Mendoza. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
And the Raider first down. A gain of 7. First down, Raiders.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3-and-out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 39. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
First down. A gain of 21 yards. First down, Las Vegas.
That time on the run-pass option when he decided to throw it. Not a quick little drop-off. He went downfield a bit.
Reminiscent of a triple option quarterback in college because he faked it inside, and instead of immediately throwing it out to the perimeter, stepped back in the pocket to find a target downfield.
And that to the sideline and incomplete. Boy, they're going to say there's a receiver in the area. That was close to grounding, but it's 2nd down.
Back to throw. Mendoza. That's caught by Tucker. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
They'll go with the keeper. And he is going to have the Raiders first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive game. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. On the give, Genty.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
They'll get this out to Genty.
Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up fourth down here.
On fourth down, here's Daniel Carlson for the Raider field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Carlson is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Looking to put a drive together. Now a play fake here on first down.
Throw left side, hauled in by McBride.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down. From the gun, again to Connor. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
47 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
First and 10.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
2nd and 5. They run over center with Benson.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Complete to Jones. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes...
And it's a fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now Connor on the toss left side. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. James Conner, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals have cut it back within a score. So a toss play there does the trick as he's into the end zone.
And you don't run this unless you're sure you've got a guy who has the speed who can get to the edge, because what you're hoping for him to win the race to the corner and turn it upfield to the end zone.
Now Ryland for the PAT. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was a touchdown run by James Conner that was the exclamation mark. Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Mendoza throwing to start the drive. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
And here's Mendoza from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now 2nd and 5. Now a handoff to Genty. Shifts by him. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 101 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Right back to Genty on first down.
And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this third quarter of play. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter.
Here's a 2nd and 5. They'll run. Here comes Genty. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Mendoza. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 18. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
Raiders first down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
On first down, it's Genty.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Once again, it's Genty.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go.
So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
Carlson able to put this one through. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
So out now come the Cardinals. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Oh, this defense knows. Fourth quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
A give up the middle with Benson.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The Cardinals on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 7. And that is incomplete. Batting that one free defensively was Lonnie Johnson.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Now it's Lockett. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Raiders offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Mendoza now. From the gun, he'll throw. He'll find Genty out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. It'll be a gain of 5. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Here's A.J. Cole now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Looking to put a drive together. Throwing to start the drive. Beck. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 57 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Pass complete there to Harrison. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
It's a gain of a yard. That's good for a Cardinals first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Off the play fake. Beck. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Off play action. Beck. Finds his running back, James Conner. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Back to throw. Beck looking downfield for Jones. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now they've got to get things to the finish line, and that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
Now a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Mendoza. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
It's getting cold in here, partner, because it looks like he's trying to ice this one away. Yeah, I know, bad dad joke, but what the heck, right? Scrambling for that 1st after the D blanketed his receivers, that's a backbreaker for the defense. They finish this drive off with 6, and this one could be over.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. Off the play fake. Mendoza. It's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Mendoza. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
That's good for a Las Vegas 1st down. A gain of 12.
Now that's a killer because you think you've got it absolutely covered, and then he hot-foots it out of there and picks up a 1st down. Drives you crazy as a defense.
You're exactly right. Looked like a for-sure stop on 3rd, and then the tables turned. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the 1st half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now it's Genty. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
A gain of 27 on the play. And the Raiders first down.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
A run straight ahead with Genty. They'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
From the 21, here's 2nd down and 5.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
He's going to handle it on the touch pass.
Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field.
The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. To throw is Mendoza from the gun on 3rd down.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
Love the effort there. I mean, to get a field goal block in this situation because they knew what was going on. They give up those 3 points there. It's now a 2-possession game.
Yeah, that really changes the complexion here in the second half, doesn't it?
It really does, and now you give your team more than a fighting chance and a little momentum. Terrific job by them setting the tone and picking up their defense.
Looking to put a drive together. Throwing to start the drive. Beck. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack.
Malcolm Kuntz
Just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Boy, every time I see speed like that off the edge, Charles, I just don't know how these offensive linemen do it. I would think that they would get called for holding every play, and maybe they should have been called for holding on that one.
Yeah, maybe not just holding, but sometimes you end up setting back in the offensive backfield a little bit farther to try and help you with the edge. That's a penalty as well. Sometimes you overset, they'll come inside of you. That's what speed does. It disrupts an offense. And right now, you've got to pay attention to this edge rusher on every single down.
We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And that's the downside of taking these big shots because they're definitely lower percentage plays. And now you look up, and it's 4th down. So not only do you have to worry about getting big yardage, you also need to just keep the game alive.
Boy, hard to catch your breath. Another big play looming, 4th and 3.
They'll run for it with Connor.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Well, they did the part they had to do. Quick throw got the 1st down.
But that doesn't allow them to relax. They still have plenty of work to do.
Just the one timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
6 yards. That's another Cardinals first down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Oh, and this is a touchdown or bust drive, and that will definitely help their cause. What a time to come up with a play like that. And now, plenty of time to try and finish this drive in the end zone and take the lead.
Back to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball, so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
The Raiders likely going to get out of this with a victory as they take a knee. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And we talked so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long and sign off from the desert.